So much. I want to give a big thank you to Pat O'Brien for once again putting on Nowoodstock, the 20th year. And just, it's unbelievable. I've gotten to see, more great music in the last 2 days than I've seen in the last 2 years. And I'm so grateful for that. We're going to kick it off with a really old one. This is called Luther by the Sea. I went out walking. I was walking by the stream, crossing my favorite bridge. I think you know the one I mean. Is where I met Luther Hall, call him Luther by the sea. Said, how you faring, boy? And I lied. And I said I was feeling free. Truth is, there's a lot of things that I don't know. I said a lot of things going on. Mostly that deep, lonely feeling. I said, lonely feeling of you being gone when you're gone with the wind, and you're leaving me behind. You're leaving me here to figure out what's mine. Sometimes it seems like it's all just broken glass, and piecing it together is just digging up the past. When I think of what you're doing now, it's impossible to sleep. 'Cause what you threw away, it's still in her heart. It's in her heart. Well, it's in her heart to keep, and it's keeping out the light. No, there ain't no blooming here. There's just a little doubt, and it's growing into fear. The lonesome's what you want, and this lonely's what you need. Diminishing the darkness, baby, flying, feeling free. So tonight, when you're looking out your windowsill, don't you feel too alone? 'Cause there's flowers blooming still, and the lonesome's what you want, and this lonely's what you need. Bursting stars are breaking chains, they're freeing you from me. Thanks. Mr. Joe Lefevre on fiddle. We're going to do a couple fiddle tunes to start. Can I get just a little bit of reverb on guitar if possible? It makes me feel more comfortable. It's my security blanket. My blankie. Anybody else have a blankie growing up? Oh yeah, over here.
I had a rock. Very comforting rock.
This one's Freight Train.
He's wearing the shirt.
Riding on freight train again, and I'm hoping that my lesson will finally learn. The wind brought up the clouds and shifted north, and stormy weather starts to turn. Holding all my breaths back, and I'm holding all my breaths back for my deep. Tripped and fell into a dream last night, heaven take my soul to keep. Sky, you are my everything, you are my shooting star, you are my one. I turn my whole heart inside out for you, and I'll watch it burn up in the sun. I haven't any facets as I've watched your lover's caskets being shunned. Whoa, holding on to time, and you're stacking all these names in years to come. And I'm still trying hard. It's messing with my brethren and my love, and it's pulled my card. I'd like to say that I can't condone. If you're hanging on for love, you ain't hanging on alone. Still riding hard. It's messing with my brethren and my love, and it's pulled my card. I'd like to say that I can't condone. If you're hanging on for love, you ain't hanging on alone. And I said, freight train, come and carry me home. 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 Thanks.
That went well.
Yes, sir. Mr. Joe Lefevre.
Thank you very much. I knew Rob when he was a 12-year-old kid. He's not that young anymore. Now he's like a 30-something-year-old kid.
This is true.
I should say, I've known you since you were 12. I knew Rob when he was a 12-year-old kid. Not much in between.
This is a love story about the Wind River. Hope you like it. So second.
Oh, yeah.
Tell you how I came to know her, but you can't predict the way she'll go. When she's running to the Northlands, then east and south she'll head down low. She wanders slowly from the mountain, and by her design she will never sleep. And there's a cold caressing to her love, and when she plays, boy, she only plays for keeps. And she's the wind on the river. I get where I need to go. It's her cathartic deliver. Oh, it's 100 names from long ago. It's 100 names from long ago. Well, in early 1800 came the named man, Francois Larocque. He felt the beauty of her currents, named her the Bighorn, and now spread the news to folk. But some 1,000 years before that, the mighty Shoshone called her the wind. From the gusts that would blow down from above and shake the trees now from deep within. She's the wind on the river. I get where I need to go. It's her cathartic deliver. Oh, it's 100 names from long ago. It's 100 names from long ago. It's 100 names from long ago. Thanks so much.
That's a nice song, Rob. Thank you.
Thank you for making it nice.
I'm just a spectator, bro.
So, who's going bowling after this? Nobody? We're throwing rocks tonight. No, that's not happening. This is a correlation between bowling and fly fishing and the love of a friend. There's a little bit of a bounce to it. Usually people don't dance to my music, but if you're feeling it, please dance. I'm still trying to figure out what a dance tune sounds like. Patience, I want you. You shown me love before I don't deserve, but not that I do. In motion, when you're singing your song, and sometimes you like to stay home, sometimes you'll bring me along, and hoping that her eyes will stay true, and you'll pull me out of the dark and push me into the blue. Emotions, that all will be fine, and I'd like to take this time to throw some lines and free my mind. Say, the golden moments are riding high. You make me feel like I own the sky. In distant waves that'll crash ashore. I don't feel my heart could take any more. Oh, oh, oh. Patience, oh, won't you? You showed me love before I don't deserve, but not that I do. Emotions, when she's singing her song, sometimes you like to stay home, sometimes she'll bring me along, and hoping that her Your eyes will stay true and you'll pull me out of the light and push me into the blue. And hoping that all will be fine. And I'd like to take this time to throw some line and free my mind. Say, the golden moments are riding high. You make me feel like I own the sky. And distant waves that'll crash the shore. I don't feel our hearts could take any more. Oh, and hey, Francis, won't you roll them down? And roll them down like all the way to 70s like yesterday. And hey, Francis, won't you roll them down? And roll them down like all the way to 70s like yesterday. Oh, oh. Thank you kindly.
Thank you, dancers. Can I get a little more bass in this wedge right here? Thank you.
And I need a mute in the guitar for a second so I can change instruments for this song.
Cool. There's a
Top secret, Ariel. The next song is going to be a song called Fountain. That's the name. Yeah, we having fun out there? If you guys are like me, nobody wants to go back to the real world tomorrow?
boo.
Boo the real world! No, this has been a very cool experience. It's been very humbling to be able to play on the stage with so many great musicians. Just what an awesome opportunity. Thanks, Mom.
Your mom's been smoking cigarettes. This sounded like a dude. Sorry, Wendy. My bad.
No, she's not.
Okay. Excited to hear about it.
my friends, blood knots with the tapered ends. It's amazing, we all just keep hanging on. We all skip the part about growing up. Look for the good, we can fill each other's cup. I am lucky, no, I'm the luckiest man. And it took me all day just to write it down, and another whole day just to find this sound to accompany these words that I'm spewing out. And it's a damn fine thing that we're doing here, just trying to relate to the universal fear that we all have in opening up. So if you keep on, I will keep on filling that cup. Well, I learned how to drive from the Xander man, from a wizard of grills, how to work a pan, from a man all alone, what it means to have family around, from a shaper of dreams, how to cruise on my skate, from a layer of stone, how to really truly hate all these fishermen from Colorado that keep us stomping the ground. And I may not know what I'm doing here, just trying to find a way that'll make it crystal clear that I'm lucky. No, I'm the luckiest man. And it's a damn fine thing that you're doing here, just trying to relate to the universal fear that we all have about opening up. So if you keep on, I will keep on filling that cup. Are you guys with us? Well, I learned from my daughter the meaning of love, and I learned from my mother there's a God above. But if I call him a man, then I'm a fool in a crown. And I still learn from friends when they keep in touch, and from the folks in the boat that the money isn't much. It's the time that we spend that matters the most. And I may not know what I'm doing here, just trying to find a way that'll make it crystal clear that I'm lucky. No, I'm the luckiest man. It's a damn fine thing that we're doing here, just trying to find a way to relate to this universal fear that we all have about opening up. So if you keep on, I will keep on filling that cup. Thanks, guys. Okay, I'm going to swap guitars one more time. Too early? My bad.
That was a real nice tune, Rob. Good job.
Thank you.
It's kind of weird to be up here before it. I appreciated it, though.
I need to put a verse in there about you.
I like this guy sitting to my right.
He told me the worst stories of the night.
Every other word is the F word.
Friend.
Fire truck.
You guys ever hear that Towns Van Zandt joke off of Live at the Old Quarter? He says, "What's perverted and crawls up the inside of your leg?" Or no. I messed it up. Let's forget about that. What's white and crawls up the inside of your leg? Uncle Ben's perverted rice.
That's so weird.
It's a weird joke.
I think I like that song.
He
better.
made it really funny. This is a song for all you artists out there. It's a cover. We're going to pay a little tribute to the late, great David Bowie.
Okay, well.
Like to take a cement fix and be a standing cinema. Dress my friends up just for show, see them as they really are. Put up people in my brain and 2 new pens to have a go. Like to be a gallery, put you all inside my show. Andy Warhol, silver screen, hang him on your wall. And Andy Warhol looks a screen, you cannot tell them apart the door. Andy Warhol, silver screen, hang him on your wall. And Andy Warhol looks a screen, you can't tell him apart the door. And Andy walking, Andy tired, Andy take a little snooze. Wake him up when he's fast asleep and send him on a pleasant cruise. And when he wakes up on the scene, be sure to think of me and you. And well, you think about paint and you think about glue. What a jolly boring thing to do. Andy Warhol, silver screen, hang him on your wall. Andy Warhol looks a scream, you cannot tell him apart the door. Andy Warhol looks a scream, hang him on your wall. And Andy Warhol, silver scream, you cannot tell him apart the door. Thank you. It's called There You Were. Well, it was just a little while ago when I was looking down that dusty road. Everything was a wavy and a crawling when all familiar faces in the bark were calling. All the branches and the leaves on the trees were turning in the hands grabbing you and me. It really looked like the roads were all the same when all these living colors went black, white, gray. There you were, spiraling, heal me, and there you were. Was a shining light to help me see. It was beautiful. It was beautiful as could ever be. It was right into your arms. The Lord's helping me. I guess the physical feels all the same when every time I remember it's like gorgeous rain. And all my friends say what happened to you. I said it's really hard to say till the day is through. And when every time I take the dusty road, I drift off with the wind like the tale's untold. And when you realize that she's coming for you, I said, buckle in, boy, it tastes sweet when it's through. And there you were, spiraling, heal me, and there you were. Was a shining light to help me see. It was beautiful. It was beautiful as could ever be. It was right into your arms. The Lord was helping me. Helping me. Helping me. Yeah. It's helping me now. Thanks, y'all. Yep. Were we supposed to go till 1:15? No, 1:45. Okay, yeah, we got it. You want to give it a shot? You want fiddle or bass? Little Willie.
I forget. What did I put over there?
I like bass. Got another cover for you. Here's a Bob Dylan song written and then passed along to Townes Van Zandt, who I think recorded it. Little Willie the Gambler. It's got a cool chorus. Feel free to sing along. Come round, you roving gamblers, there's a story I must tell about the greatest gambler y'all should remember well. His name was Willie O'Connelly and he gambled all his life. Had 27 children, Lord, he never had a wife. Well, it's ride, Willie, ride. Roll, Willie, roll. Wherever you're gambling now, nobody knows. Well, it's ride, Willie, ride. Roll, Willie, roll. Wherever you're gambling now, nobody knows. Well, he gambled in the White House and in the railroad yards. Wherever there was money, there was Willie and his cards. He had the reputation of the gamblest man around, and wives who keep their husbands home when Willie come to town. Well, it's ride, Willie, ride. Roll, Willie, roll. Wherever you're gambling now, nobody knows. Well, it's ride, Willie, ride. Roll, Willie, roll. Wherever you're gambling now, nobody knows. Up in the Rocky Mountains, in a town called Cripple Creek, they had 'em an all-night poker game that'll last about 2 weeks. 900 miners had laid their money down. When the game had finally ended up, Willie holding the whole darn town. Well, it's ride, Willie, ride. Roll, Willie, roll. Wherever you're gambling now, nobody knows. Well, it's ride, Willie, ride. Roll, Willie, roll. Wherever you're gambling now, nobody knows. Sailing down the Mississippi, in a town called New Orleans, they had 'em an all-night poker game aboard that Jackson Queen. I come to win some money, gambling Willie said. And when the game had ended up, the whole darn boat was his. Well, it's ride, Willie, ride. Roll, Willie, roll. Wherever you're gambling now, nobody knows. Well, it's ride, Willie, ride. Roll, Willie, roll. Wherever you're gambling now, nobody knows. When you played your cards with Willie, you never really knew whether he was bluffing or whether he was true. Man, he folded all his cards and sat there in his chair. The man, he left a diamond flush and Willie didn't have a pair. Well, it's ride, Willie, ride. Roll, Willie, roll. Wherever you're gambling now, nobody knows. Well, it's ride, Willie, ride. Roll, Willie, roll. Wherever you're gambling now, nobody knows. Oh, Willie had a heart of gold, this I know is true. Supported all his children and all their mothers too. He wore no wings or fancy things that other gamblers wore. He'd spread his money far and wide to help the sick and poor. Well, it's ride, Willie, ride. Roll, Willie, roll. Wherever you're gambling now, nobody knows. Well, it's ride, Willie, ride. Roll, Willie, roll. Wherever you're gambling now, nobody knows. Late one evening, during a poker game, a man lost all his money, said poor Willie was to blame. He shot old Willie through the head, which was a tragic fate. And when his cards fell to the floor, it was aces backed with eights. Well, it's ride, Willie, ride. Roll, Willie, roll. Wherever you're gambling now, nobody knows. Well, it's ride, Willie, ride. Roll, Willie, roll. Wherever you're gambling now, nobody knows. The moral of the story is very plain to see. Make your money while you can, that's how it's supposed to be. Make your money while you can before you have to stop. 'Cause when you catch that dead man's hand, your gambling days are up. And it's ride, Willie, ride. Roll, Willie, roll. Wherever you're gambling now, nobody knows. Well, it's ride, Willie, ride. Roll, Willie, roll. Wherever you're gambling now, nobody knows. Thanks.
Robbie has some very specific merch for this show, and it was put together by his daughter, Ariel.
And her mom.
And her mom. Yeah.
And I'm sure her papa as well.
Yeah, absolutely. These guys are all wearing shirts
very
with
grateful.
names of Rob's songs on the back of the shirts. It's a very cool thing.
#1 fan club, right here.
Yep, there we are. Look at that.
Ariel, do a twirl. Do a twirl.
Yeah,
Yay!
very nice. That shirt made that twirl look awesome. Yeah. The girl made the twirl, is what he says. Yeah, absolutely, I agree. You're right. She made it, and she made it look awesome. I think it's your B string out.
Trust the tuner. Well, I was born in the shipyards, but I grew up on the plains. The wind shook the trees, making them speak to me so that I could remember their names. My father, he'd tell me to keep my head down and to never cause a sight. Then he would tell me that if I sought the crown, I'd better swing with all my might. So go on, kids, swing with all your might, and love with all your heart, and see with all your sight in this afternoon. And yes, this universal way around our minds that brought us to the ground. Well, I was born in the shipyards, but I grew up on the plains. The wind shook the trees, making them speak to me so that I could remember their names. My father, he'd tell me to keep my head down and to never cause a sight. Then he would tell me that if I'd sought the crown, I'd better swing with all my might. So go on, kids, swing with all your might, love with all your heart, and see with all your sight in this afternoon. Go on, kids, be with all your mind, Live with all your heart, live with all your time in this afternoon. Yes, this universal way around our minds that brought us to the ground. Thanks.
Sorry, dude. I didn't understand.
I know, it's written in chicken scratch. It's
I
insane.
was just like, why are you holding those?
You're like, who wrote you that evil note?
That person wrote those like they hate you.
I want to take this tuning opportunity again to give a big old thanks to Pat O'Brien for inviting us down to play. So very cool. I got to meet Pat 2 years ago at the finals of the Wyoming Singer-Songwriter Competition, where he invited me to come play Nowoodstock, and I just about cried. And then last year he called me and he said, hey, listen, COVID. And I was like, yeah, I get that. And he was like, how'd you like to come next year? And I almost cried again. So yeah, thank you, Pat. I cry a lot. I'm a sensitive middle-aged guy. I heard that from the front row here.
New age guy. New age. You say middle age.
New age, all right.
Just wait for how old you're gonna get.
If I'm lucky. This one's for Captain Jerry Lulis, just outside of Georgetown, Exuma, Bahamas. There's a man on the southernmost isle, and he's third generation with leathery skin. He's got a house up on stilts, and it rocks with the sea as the waves lap schools of Jackson. And he's a breath of fresh air 'cause he don't give a care about the nonsense that they play on the news. And each day when he wakes, it's a journey he makes past the breakers to pay off his dues. And the way that he goes with his vessel, where flamingos shine pink from the shore, is the way that was taught to him by his mother, who had won the men's boat race of old 44. The bonefish, they live in his garden, and the octopi, they wave from the sea. And the dolphins and rays, they all love him for days. Bahamian Captain Jerry. And the way that he goes with his vessel, where flamingos shine pink from the shore, is the way that was taught to him by his mother, who had won the men's boat race of old 44. I wonder how Jerry is anymore. Thanks, guys. Now that we've almost lulled you to sleep, we got John Roberts and the White Bread up next.
I thought they were called Ipon Blanco.
Isn't that what that means?
I don't know. I don't speak anything. I speak
Very
a little,
nice guys.
un poquito español, but you know, but not that. I don't speak that. I don't know those words. He's gonna wake you up though. He's a real firecracker. I've never seen a man's hips like that. It's stirred up feelings.
Definitely stick around. These guys are going to get you dancing. They're unbelievably talented musicians. So very excited to listen to them again. It could be.
I'm going to be laughing about that the whole way home.
That's okay. Fair.
I believe you've got one song left. I could be wrong.
One song left.
Perfect.
Exactly.
Yes, we're at 5 minutes.
Guys, once again, I'm Rob Weimann. We got one more for you. Thanks so much for listening.
Big shout out to the sound crew. Way to roll with the punches to this weekend, guys. Way to go. Thank you. Thank you for your work.
Thank you, Nowoodstock. This is a song for James. Yeah, she told me your name in a conversation about the dust of us. You'll trust her enough, and now she's cutting you up with her brain. Both insane. Well, I hope you can keep your mind. I'll tell you mine has been lost from the start. I guess it's only a matter of time before another man is falling apart. And I couldn't have pushed you away, 'cause it was knowing you was making it hard. I bet you promised out all of your love, and I'm still playing to the beat of your heart. This is a song for Bill. Yeah, he wrote her into his will. In the constellations of this modern love, with your gods above, and now she's choking him out for the kill. It's how she gets her thrills. Whoa. Start. My guess it's only a matter of time before another man is falling apart. And I couldn't have pushed you away, 'cause it was knowing you was making it hard. I bet you promised out all of your love, and I'm still playing to the beat of your heart. The beat of your heart. Heartbeats, heartbeat. I can feel you like a beating drum, like a little ticking time bomb. Tell me why you're playing on. I can feel you like a beating drum, like a little ticking time bomb. Tell me why you're playing on. I can feel you like a beating drum, like a little ticking time bomb. Tell me why you're playing on. I can feel you like a beating drum, like a little ticking time bomb. Well, I hope you can keep your mind. I'll tell you mine has been lost from the start. I guess it's only a matter of time before another man is falling apart. And I couldn't have pushed you away, 'cause it was knowing you was making this hard. I bet you promised out all of your love, and I'm still playing to the beat of your heart. Thank you, Nowoodstock. Thank you, Pat.
Thanks, Rob.
Guys, enjoy. Coming up, John Roberts and Pani Blanco and Ipan Blanco. And after that, Mr. Jalon Crossland.
Let's hear it for Rob Weimann and Joe Lefevre. Thanks, Joe.